Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to the final week of Team of the Season. Ultimate TOTS is today, ending this long Team of the Season promo. But it seems that Ultimate TOTS has started early because people are already packing the cards that are supposed to be coming in packs today from a specific player pick in the season pass that is tradable, and it's making these Ultimate TOTS card prices crash. The craziest thing is there is absolutely something that changed or is glitched with this level 27 player pick that we're going to be talking about, and EA haven't said a word about it. But since there's technically no new cards coming in packs today for Ultimate Team this season, the focus is on SBC and evolution content, which we have to talk about, right? The end of an era that we're expecting today, some new and hopefully different upgrade packs because it is Ultimate Team of the Season. And of course, for the Evo, another max 91 rated evolution is expected today. We'll be taking a look at that. And with all of this, how are we making coins today? I got some ideas, I've got some investments, and I'm a little curious at how the market's going to move with all of these Ultimate Team of the Season players crashing in price already. Let's discuss. If you're excited for this one, guys, drop a thumbs up to the video, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's begin by looking back over yesterday's content on Thursday, where we had a bunch of SP objectives refreshing like we normally do on Thursdays, but nonetheless, this is why that level 27 player pick became such a popular talking point yesterday, because a lot of people were leveling up. I went from level 18 to level 25 yesterday, just playing some games in Rivals and getting some of these other objectives done because SP refreshed. If you really need some SP, make sure to check out Manager Career, Player Career, and stuff, because those objectives refreshed as well. We'll get to that level 27 player pick, I promise. Don't worry. Now, let's go to Evolutions, where we had another solid day of Evo content. Bit of a surprising day for a Thursday Evo, if we're being completely honest. We had a 50,000 coin Composed Authority center back Evo that takes you to 3 playstyle pluses and some pretty good stats, specifically in the defensive stat on the card. You take a look at most of the cards coming out of this, you're going to 94 or even 95 defending. You get Anticipate Plus as the 3rd playstyle plus that's given first, and you have Jockey Plus as well that is in there. Intercept Base is given, and the stat boosts are solid, but the stat boosts are better if you do the typical chain that we talk about all the time with Evos right now, a round out Evo. So with this one, since it's a center back Evo, it's the defender round out evolution from the season pass that is free at level 1 that looks really good on players like Maldini, taking them to the next level as you put them into defender round out and then into Composed Authority. So many cards that are on the popular page here on FUTBIN have that boost. There are some as well, like this Harry Maguire, who get the quick step base playstyle from going into defensive masterclass first, then into Composed Authority, a 96.0 FUTBIN rating. Harry Maguire not going to the World Cup card right there. Crazy. A lot of talk about the English national team. I think the official squad's going to be released today, but it was leaked yesterday, and a lot of conversations around that one, especially because he's got an Answer the Call card, which would get upgraded if he got in a team, but it doesn't look like he's getting in. Now, this has become a pretty popular Evo because take a look at player prices like this Maldini, from 81,000 coins up to 130K. This Vidic as well, haven't seen this card in ages. He went from 670,000 coins to 1 million right now. So this is creating some really, really good cards, as you see here on FUTBIN. Anything with Composed Authority as the final step in the Evo, like that Nesta with 93 pace and 94 defending, that is a pretty cracked card. So make sure you take your time, find a good chain, or find a great card that fits for you in this, and do that Evo. I think that is worth 50,000 coins for the cards that it does create. Now let's keep it moving and go to SBCs, where we had another showdown. I love all the showdowns. It is fun, especially when it's a big one like this. This is the EFL Championship playoff final between Hull City and Middlesbrough. We have Ryan Giles and Aiden Morris. I'm doing the Aiden Morris for the USA team, 100%. War Dynamic Image, the Passion. They're both only 4-star, 4-star, but they're both really cheap. 90 rateds will get a +2 overall and a +1 playstyle plus on whoever does win this. I mean, they're super cheap, guys. So if you want to get involved, go ahead and do that. The other player SBC we had yesterday is Pedro Gonçalves saying, "Show me the money," with his Dynamic Image. He's only 4-star, 4-star as well. But he does have really good stats and good play styles, and he is really cheap, at least decently cheap. He's a 90 rated squad with a team league or a team of the season. That's, I mean, not as cheap as 20,000 coins like the Aiden Morris card is or the Ryan Giles, but it's at least pretty affordable. Now, an SBC that's not affordable if you do it with coins is the one that's probably being talked about the most from yesterday's content. We got the 87 to 90 times 3 upgrade pack, and I completed it right away because I had a lot of fodder in my club and I want as many high rateds as I can get for the Salah and for the other SBCs, specifically end of an eras that are coming out starting today. But if you take a look at the coin value of this SBC, it costs 585 or 86 rated players since they're the same price, and you get 3 87 to 90s back. When you look at the price of 87s and 88s, you're like, do I really want to turn in 85s and 6s that are worth 1.5K to get more 87s that are also 1.5K or 88s that are 1.5K? And to most, that seems like bad value. But if you're doing as many upgrade packs as we are doing right now, putting your gold commons into the crafting upgrade, and then, of course, going into the La Liga 83 plus picks and whatever new player pick we get today, that 87 to 90 SBC is just another one that you can do because you have so much fodder in the club. So there's a lot of people that are upset about that SBC, but to be completely honest, with how much fodder that you can get very easily from doing a small number of upgrade packs, you can get those 85s pretty easily to then go and do that 87 to 90, and then you just collect yourself some extra 88s, 89s, and 90s, which could be helpful for those big SBCs that are incoming. So I don't hate it because it's pretty easily crafted with the menu grind right now. Now, we can make coins off of this because with that SBC requiring more 85 rateds, there is more demand. Now you have a provisions every day that requires 85s, and you have that 87 to 90 pack, which, let's be honest, people are going to do it because they want the fodder that you can get from it. 85s went over 3,000 coins yesterday, and what are they right now? 1.5 to 1.6K on the market, 1.7. Buy these. This is an easy investment right now, especially if you're on a low budget. Buy 85s and 86s for 1.5K. Even 86s are 1.3K. It's crazy. 85s will sell better because people will say, oh, all I need is an 85, even though the 86s are cheaper. These will still sell better. Buy these for 1.5 to 1.6K, maybe even stretch it to 1.7. And then list them after content for 3,000 coins because some of these cards were legit selling for 3,000 coins yesterday. I think they're going to go up that high again. So that is my first recommendation. Buy 85s, 86s for the content drop today in terms of fodder. That was all of yesterday's content. Now with that, let's turn our attention to today. Ultimate Team of the Season Friday. Specifically the cards that are coming into packs, the SBCs that we know we're getting and ones that we are predicting that we might get, and the evolution that's coming today as well. Of course, the team and packs of Ultimate Team of the Season cards has been fully leaked. We took a look at it in yesterday's video, but just to scroll through it again, it is all the 97 rated cards from the previous weeks of Team of the Season releases, most of the 96s, but not all of them. Then, of course, a handful of 95s, a few 94s, and then the 92s and 3s down at the bottom, which are still a little bit confusing as to why EA have put them in there. Really probably just to water down the pack weight and give us a little bit more fodder Team of the Season cards, but we're really chasing all the 95, 96, and 97 rated cards. Let's be honest. Now, the big story with this, as we've been mentioning, is this level 27 player pick that is already giving out these cards. Here's the story. This level 27 1 of 5 tradable TOTS player pick in the premium season pass was giving out only La Liga players before yesterday's content drop. People were opening this because they hit level 27 in the last couple of days. They were only getting La Liga, Liga F, and Liga Portugal. Basically, this last week's of Team of the Season in packs cards were in this player pick. But yesterday after content, people noticed it wasn't just those cards anymore. And the market tells the story of that because this is, once again, a tradable player pick. And if you go take a look at the market on these cards that are coming in Ultimate Team of the Season today, that are getting re-released, like this Federico DeMarco, he went from 500,000 coins plus yesterday before the content drop to now being 220,000 coins. And you see so many of these cards, first owner, no games played on the market. That is a sure sign that tradable player pick is giving out these cards. We went to share plays and we went to videos and pictures from you guys on Twitter yesterday to prove this as well, and it was a fact. Those player picks at level 27 now consist of a combination of La Liga Team of the Season week cards and the new Ultimate Team of the Season cards, and that's why you're seeing these cards that have just gotten destroyed. Look at Veerman, 313,000 coins when he started the day yesterday at 784K. These price drops are probably what we would have seen today on Friday with all of these TOTS cards getting re-released back into packs. It just happened today early because those player picks started giving out Ultimate Team of the Season cards, which technically is a glitch. It's giving out cards that it's not supposed to. But this has been going on now for over 12 hours, and EA have not said a thing. I honestly don't think they're going to do any compensation. I don't think they're going to do anything about this because Ultimate Team of the Season starts in just a few hours. I'd be surprised if they say something, again, because they haven't already. Should they say something for those who opened this pick when it was only La Liga cards? You feel like, oh man, I missed out on the chance of this. I don't know what the situation should be there, but you guys know this year EA have not been doing very much compensation when things like this mess up, especially when they're sort of small, and especially when they benefit us. EA haven't been doing as much compensation. Now, when you think about this, you're like, wait a second, Nate, if it's giving out the current Team of the Season cards that are in packs, wouldn't it today after content just be giving out Ultimate Team of the Season cards? That sounds like it would be true. So if you have this level 27 player pick, you can open it now and you'll have a chance at Ultimate Team of the Season players, as of course we've just talked about. They're definitely in there, but you may have a bit better of a chance at packing a bigger, more expensive card after content today. So I might save mine for that. But again, then you have the question of, is the wait going to be as good as it seems? Like right now, when you see people opening these player picks, you're seeing a lot of people pack Nico Paz, a lot of people picking DeMarco, and other cards like Kasparai that still sell for like 180 to 200 to 300,000 coins. And then, of course, you have a couple of really lucky people that get somebody like a Declan Rice because, you know, Declan Rice's card at 1.1 million coins didn't just drop from 2 mil yesterday to 1.1. Because people decided to sell him. No, there's tradable supply that's hitting the market as well. So if you have that player pick and you want to rip it, go ahead and try it. It's not a guarantee you're going to get something good, but there are Ultimate Team of the Season cards that are in it. Now, those prices dropping so much, well, kind of gave us, like I said, a little bit of a foresight into what's going to happen today when these Ultimate TOTS cards do come into packs. Guys, these cards aren't even in true packs yet, right? They're just in those level 27 player picks. A couple people said they were in their rivals player picks as well, but a majority were saying it was only happening in that level 27 pick. Just to give you a bit of a look into what happened last year during Ultimate TOTS. This is a normal movement, by the way, for cards that get released in the Ultimate Week of Team of the Season, re-released. Their card prices drop almost the entire week. Last year, Harry Kane was 2.2 mil before Ultimate TOTS. He went all the way down to, actually during Ultimate TOTS, 1.1 mil. And then after that, just kept dropping into the summer, especially with the World Cup that is upcoming. I don't think a lot of these cards that get re-released in packs today are going to be cards you want to hold on to for a super long time, but they are going to be a whole lot cheaper. Like if you wanted to buy Declan Rice for your team, he's not 2 mil anymore. He's only 1 million coins. You can still buy these cards and try them out. Again, just don't hold on to them for super duper long. And with the store pack code that is out there, look at this pack. This one makes me chuckle. Market Movers Pack. It is a tradable pack consisting of a 93 plus Ultimate Team of the Season player with an 84 by 20 and an 85 by 10 inside of the pack. That's going to be a lot of fodder, and B, a lot of Team of the Season supply to the market. It's going to make the market move because it's tradable. All the other ones that are untradeable say all items untradeable. So this one doesn't say that. I'll be very curious to see if that drops today on Friday, because normally, of course, as we've discussed often, EA don't drop tradable store packs on Fridays, or at least very many of them. We'll see if that changes today. But for Ultimate Team of the Season cards, the way that I would look at it is if you want to buy somebody for Foot Champs tonight and try them out because they're way cheaper, do that in the first hour or so after content, play your champs, enjoy the card, then sell it, because it will be cheaper heading into Saturday for sure. Now, let's talk about the content that we're really interested in, the SBCs. Guys, it has been leaked that today we get Salah and Robertson, the Liverpool duo, will be dropped as our player SBCs today. Salah's going to be huge, okay? Like, the price of this SBC is going to be the key. That card looks to me like it's going to be 1 million coins or more. I just hope EA release this SBC in a way that doesn't make it annoying to complete. It's going to have to be like 10 plus squads, but like, don't make it any more than 15, okay, EA? Like, I get it. It's an end of an era. He's going to have icon chemistry. He's probably going to have a sick dynamic image like the one they have on this card here. And he's got crack stats, and it's just the emotion of Salah, right? But still, like, don't make this so exorbitantly expensive that nobody wants to do it. My guess is like 1.2 mil. Now, I'm going to guess 1.2 mil for Salah. This card's 900K. The new one's better. If this one's 5.5 as well, that would maybe make it a bit more expensive. But it's going to be one of the biggest SBCs that we get during Ultimate Team of the season. I just hope EA price it right. And if it is priced right, I would be very careful with right mids and right wings. Maybe he has a striker alternate position as well. But just be careful with those sorts of players on the market, because that's going to be a guy that a lot of people, including myself, would like to get today. Now, Andy Robertson should be pretty cheap. Whipped pass, quick step, and the jockey. Like, that should just be a couple 100K, just a few squads, nothing super crazy, and maybe just a fun card to try there. Now, there should be another SBC today as well. We've got a couple of showdowns that are leaked. Of course, for the Champions League final, that'll be, doesn't have to be this weekend, but this showdown between Minte and Lisandro Martinez, of course, is for the first game happening on Sunday, the final day of the Premier League. I do believe this should drop today as well, because that game is happening on Sunday, and usually they give us a 2-day kind of time frame before the match to do the showdowns. So watch out for Minte and Lisandro Martinez showdown today as well. We have a whole bunch of end of an eras guys and a whole bunch of other SBCs that have been leaked. We have the Griezmann, we've got the Bernardo Silva, Ashley Young, Trippier, Stones, Millie Bright, Dante Trejo, Goretzka, Sule Brandt, Gwyn, Zinsberger, Wolfswinkel. Buffon Trophy Titans is in there as well. Not all these are end of an eras, I think. Maybe a couple will be like TOTS honorable mentions or something like that. But there are many that will be end of an eras, and maybe even some in objectives today. So that's kind of cool. We have official stats on some of them. We'll take a look at those as we get closer to the potential drop of those SBCs. But of course, guys, it's not just about player SBCs. One of the things that we've been getting every single Friday of Team of the Season is a guaranteed upgrade pack for the current TOTS that are in packs. Like last week, we had the Week 5 TOTS upgrade. And we've been getting these player picks. We had the 83 plus picks this last week for La Liga. What's going to happen this week for Ultimate TOTS? Well, I think what we're going to see EA do, and we've already seen this through a little bit of pack code that's been added to the back end of the game, is release eFigs packs, which is, of course, England, France, Italy, Germany, and Spain. So the top 5 leagues all inside of these packs, since all the top 5 leagues are represented by players inside of Ultimate Team of the Season. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 1 of 3 83 plus eFigs player pick. That might be decent. Probably would have the same requirements as this. I would be very curious, though, to see what our TOTS upgrade pack is. Are we going to get like an Ultimate TOTS guarantee that we get to do 3 times a day? Are they going to do an eFigs TOTS pack? Because I believe that's in the code as well. I'm not sure, but I would expect us to get something along those lines today. And just to throw it back to last year in FC 25, I don't think this is going to happen. But if you guys do remember, last year on Ultimate TOTS Friday in FC 25, we had the 82 by 20 unlimited repeatable come back for the second time. It came out, of course, the first time during Team of the Year last year, and then it came out with 2 versions, a version 1 and a version 2 last year during Ultimate TOTS. It was unlimited repeatable for the week of Ultimate Team of the Season. Now, since we didn't get the 82 by 20 unlimited repeatable this year, we had the 82-25, and how many times did we do it? It was like 5 or 10 times a day. We were kind of bummed by that, right? Will EA bring that back today? That would be awesome, because honestly, the 84 by 10s are okay, but they're just not great. And we've had the same sort of upgrade pack, like grind and structure in this game for so long. You do your 83 14s or your 84 by 10s, then that's kind of you done for fodder, or you're going to do the little TOTS crafting upgrades and then into player picks, right? It would be cool if we had the 82 by 25 come back today, even if it was 10 times repeatable. Maybe we're just dreaming at this point, but EA are definitely creatures of habit. So if they did that last year, they may drop an 82-20, 82-25 today. Would it be unlimited repeatable? I doubt it. But with end of an era SBCs incoming and a whole huge list of those incoming, maybe there's a chance. Also today, there could be a chance for guaranteed TOTS specific league SBCs. Like I could see them doing like, maybe today we get the Serie A TOTS guaranteed, because that was the first week of team of the season. And then tomorrow we get Premier League, because that was next. And then so on and so forth as we go throughout this week of Ultimate TOTS for that. FIFA Trading Romania said plenty of surprises as well. So who knows? There could be a lot of SBC content today. Just wanted to mention all those things because we're going to need some fodder for it. So if you need some fodder, if your club is looking empty before content today, still do the 83 plus player picks with your rares. And make sure you turn all your gold commons into crafting upgrades, because that'll give you a bunch of rares and 82s, 83s, 84s, and 85s to do all the other rest of the SBCs. And of course, make sure you're doing your provisions and your daily gold upgrades to get those gold rares and commons to be able to open crafting upgrades. So if you're saving packs like me, you're probably going to have a decent bit of fodder today anyway to start on a Salah SBC or to get maybe a new TOTS pack done. But for those who need some fodder and just logging in or something, make sure you get those done. Do a little bit of the pack grind and get yourself some cards in the club for today's content. Let's talk about Evos now, right? Move on to max 91 rated evolutions that are coming again. Last Friday, we had the Total Football Evo that was max 91. This Friday, we're having a max 91 evolution for center defensive mids, and it was leaked, but we don't have any new news. But we do need to remind ourselves about the news. Max 91 center defensive mid Evo. It doesn't look like this is going to be super restrictive. From earlier in the week, the leaker said that it allowed players with the center back position, and it also fit everybody but 3 playstyle plus cards. That was kind of like the only restriction. It gives playstyles for a center mid. So this guy's here with his Van de Ven that has a center defensive mid position on it would fit the Evo, but Foot Police says that he would get playstyles fit for a center mid, which is interesting. And then again, he said 3 playstyle plus players do not fit here. Now, of course, you guys know what I'm going to say. First, check your club for max 91 CDMs that you may want to put in this Evo. Like, you know, Bernardo Silva is getting an end of an era, so maybe he's not the best choice for this. As I look at my club, I know I've got a bunch of options, and I'm ready to go on some of these cards, especially if it does allow the position center back. Tim Ream, he's got CDM. You guys know this is one of my favorite Evos of the year. He's going to make the USA World Cup squad. He's going to be a beast. This Desai is going to fit. This Casemiro from the season pass, if you have him. Reece James will not fit because he has 3 playstyle pluses. Caught myself there on that one. Johnny Cardoso. Like, there's a lot of 90 and 91 rated center defensive mid cards around that would fit this Evo. And if you invested in any of them, like this Seeger, right? This card was crazy hyped from the earlier in the year during Team of the Year. She was 60K. This Evo was leaked. She's been as high as 140,000 coins. You guys know what I'm going to say? Sell it in the hype. There's so many 91 rated and 90 rated CDM cards that people are going to want to put into this evolution. Make sure you sell those into the hype. And then other than that, the last thing to discuss today, not related to evolutions, just related to content in general, is in objectives, because we have the Ultimate TOTS Finale event. I believe that's what it is called. I finished the TOTS exhibition yesterday to unlock the Ultimate TOTS Finale, which, I mean, we don't have the rewards showing here in game yet unless they have just shown up. Here we go. Upcoming. It's a 3-round max chemistry tournament. It says gaining rewards plus TOTS guarantee packs and player picks. Let me see if I preview this. Does it show me any of the rewards? It doesn't show any rewards, except it just says TOTS packs and player picks. Complete 3 out of the 5 challenges. Okay, we already did that. And what were the squad requirements here? The squad requirements were, there was something specific. It said 1 Serie A, 1 Prem, 1 Bundesliga, 1 League 1, and 1 La Liga player. So you have to have somebody from all the 5 different leagues of team of the season, but it is max chemistry, so should be good to go there. Hopefully the rewards for that are good. And we'll see if we have anything else inside of objectives today, because there should be the normal like Foot Champs objective and maybe the Foot Champs points objective as well that they do drop. But we'll be interested to see if anything different drops in there. Probably nothing super crazy. Maybe an end of an era card will be in there too. But anyways, last thing to discuss before we talk about the market for a bit here. The Europa League winners team has been leaked with official stats. Now, I thought this was going to be yesterday based on how EA did it last year, but I'm guessing EA was like, why drop a team in packs on Thursday? We're not going to sell any packs in the store if we do that. They're going to drop this team on Saturday. The leaker said it is going to be on Saturday. These are the official stats for the 96 overall Villa team. John McGinn looks really good. Ollie Watkins, really good. Buendia is a 97, insanely good. And the rest of these cards, Morgan Rogers looks great too. The rest of these cards look solid. Konza has got Bruiser, he's got Anticipate. Like, these are fun looking cards. But remember, like we said, they are going to be very difficult to pack. Ooh. Also down here, you've got a Tammy Abraham, a Bailey, a Matson, Onana, Bogard, Douglas Luiz, and Mings. Interesting. So EA, of course, is not going to drop a card for Tielemans or for Sancho because they've got the live cards that are going to be upgraded up to 96s maybe today. But this is the team that is going to be coming out in packs allegedly tomorrow on Saturday. So keep a close eye out for that. Again, they're going to be very difficult to pack, but if you're a Villa fan, then maybe you do save some of your packs for tomorrow instead of opening them today. And these cards probably will only be in packs for a couple days. Now, let's take a look at the market and talk about these prices because I've still got a few things involved in my transfer list and a few things like these team of the season fodder investments for the 93 rated. Absolutely still holding on to those. That's a longer term play. Still feel good about those. What I'm really interested in is these cards that are not getting in ultimate team of the season. We talked about yesterday trading with some of these cards, right? I picked up Jonathan Tah for about 640K right here. He rose up really nice yesterday, and right now he's getting absolutely cooked. He's down as low as 593,000 coins. What this feels like to me, since he's not getting re-released in the Ultimate Team of the Season, I do believe, pretty sure Jonathan Tah is not in here. What this feels like to me is all of these Team of the Season cards from Ultimate TOTS are dropping so much, and all these prices are going down for all these players. I mean, look like the Gabriel, who's just a center back who's coming in Ultimate Top 1.37. This dude yesterday was 2.4 million. He's dropped 1 million coins in a day. With all these crazy price drops, it almost looks like it's impacting the rest of the market as well. And cards like the Jonathan Tah are headed down in price because people see how much the rest of the team of the seasons are dropping, and it's causing a little bit of chaos there. That makes me a little bit, skeptical about trading with the market tonight. It could be a market where some cards have some good spikes, but really the cards you're only going to want to trade with for those sort of spikes would be, wow, 565. That's crazy. The only cards you're going to want to trade with would be those that are not an Ultimate Team of the Season. I guess also this Tah should be dropping because of the center back Evo. That's another reason that he would be dropping too. But I think we can trade today. I just think you got to be very careful, and it's got to be like Friday night flips sort of scenario more than anything else. If the Evo content is good, and of course it's paid, so it'll drain some coins, and if the SBC for Mo Salah is good, that might just take more coins off the market. If you guys remember last week's Friday night market, we had some dips, then we had a nice Friday night bounce, and then things did go a bit lower, but then they rose up a little bit into Saturday. So I think I'm just going to probably play it safe today. I think more people are interested in buying cards for teams, and if that's the case, I would look in that first hour after content to buy a card for your team, use it in Foot Champs, and then sell it. I will be watching the Ultimate TOTS cards today because, there may be a chance that a card like Harry Kane or like Clara Bull or like Juan Mata drops so low that I just can't pass up on the opportunity to trade that card. People are still going to want to buy Ultimate TOTS cards for their teams tonight because they've gotten super cheap and they want to use them in Weekend League, right? Wow, Gabriel was 2 mil. Now he's 1.3. Let me try him out for Weekend League. That sort of thing. I think we can make some money off of that with some trades, but it's going to come down to timing, and it's going to feel a little bit risky with all those cards that are going to be in packs. And again, I'm thinking long term here, but the World Cup and all that content is not that far away. And once the hype starts to build for that, once EA start releasing news for that, I think that's going to hurt the market some too. So I think you can hold on to some of the cards like Hinkapie there and some other like live cards. But for the rest of the market, you can get on bids, you can get on snipes. It will be a great day to bid. If you're wanting to grind the market and make money, get on bids for these Ultimate TOTS cards. You might be able to win cards like, I don't know, Jacobo Ramon was over a couple 100,000 coins. He's probably going to be like 50K by the end of the day today, or maybe already is there. But you'll be able to win these Ultimate TOTS cards on bids and make very, very easy coins. So we're going to stick to the simple methods, trading with the 85s, trading with the TOTS cards on bids, and maybe a couple of Friday night bubble flips, but just don't hold on to cards for that long. Best of luck to all of you guys ripping packs today. We'll be streaming live here on YouTube, of course on Twitch as well. Probably not getting into any Weekend League games. We'll see. but getting into some packs and getting into some SBCs. But until then, I do need to play a few games to get some evos done. Make sure you check some of these evos like the Quick Twitch, which is expiring today, to put players into. It's a very good chain evo, so make sure you check that one out. But anyways, guys, that's the video for me. Have a happy Friday, and I'll see you guys in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. I'll see you there. Peace out.